unlike Hamas, takes special precautions to tell people, leave the building, leave the premises. We make sure that everyone is gone before we bring down those terrorist facilities. And that's the difference between Israel and Hamas.
April thalai hola Muslim kulpui Ramadan chawvela tanga Palestine le Israel rambuana chuanin ziawm lama panthei me ulova vo inni thlengin anin beina chuan zual lama pande udemo ti turani a tun lai cover ti ber ani awangin tuntum kan video apo kan ron soive don ani chuti mek lai chuanin chanchin update ten muntin mun tanga lua amaro chu tuntum kan video chuan tlema danglam deuh lekin a chanchin update lo a outdate lampang ang zok te po ani ma om zoke chutiang ang zong chuanin soi kanan tumdon ani kan riat theu angin kulai ramvel khu abuaye emreng ma Israel ramdin tirata hi a chevel arab ramte khuanin do to pin tai an nei lova ti chimi tumle noibo tum rengin helpole firfiak pol tenen voin ni thlengin be atok reng mai ni tuna Palestinian ramdung le wangku 19th century chawvel ka chuan Ottoman ho noya omin juda te le arab mi te chu Ottoman ho noya an lo cheng ho to thina voin ni ave thungero chuanin in ngei ni reng an nei theita me ulo ani bere Indo pui pakhat na Ottoman ho an tlom nu in British kuta Palestina ramdung le wang chu alo omta a Indo pui pani na Hitleran juda te chu aswat tak chem maya chuan he muna hian lo pem khomin juda te thinlunga chuan chu torna chuanin nam mangai na le mania ram nei du na le mania indin du na anei tir ti la kan soi sual om love chutiang chuan helai muna hian Indo pui panina hun lai tangkhanin juda te chu an lo pem khom tranta a kum saka zakwa somli pasaria chuan UN chuan Israel chu ram apeta chawani chuta chuan juda te chuan lom takin independent an puangta a hei hi a then om ram arab ram dang te chuanin pompui ve hlei theilovin tun thleng main an la buai zual zel tareng mayani kum sanga zakwa somli pariata chuan arab ram tintel khom te chuan an beiron ta chiam maya amero chu hemetum hian Israel chuan an ne mai nilovin ram alak bel tama zok ani 6-day war ti in kum sangka zakwa somruk pasaria po indona alo chuak le a chuta po chuan Israel bokin ne na achang le ani Palestina chetlak na te du khoplovin kum sangka zakwa somruk palia chuan Yasser Arafat hovin Palestinian Liberation Organization rondin ani a chumei po lanilovin kum sangka zakwa somret pasaria Hamas Paul hi aloding le ani helai muna hian remna thlen theina tura malak anilo ngai big lova Camp David Peace Accord kumsang zakwa somsari pariata saintir tumin malak ania amairo chu arab ram dangten dulovin Egypt president po anlo tilum hialani chuta chuan Israel puin West Bank le Gaza alo lak to te chu apele du tabig lova chumi awang chuan kumsang kha zakwa somret pasaria chuan intifa 1 ti in Palestina te chu an helta chiam mayani kumsang zakwa songkwa pathuma Oslo Peace Accord ti mga malak na chu Israel extremiste awangin a hlotling lo le a kumsang niya Camp David Drew ti a Peace Accord sign ti le tumin malak na nei le ani a hemitum po hian Palestina lamten dulovin intifa tru ti in helna na satakan chokchuak le a nikum hemitum pe chuanin indona alo lak to West Bank le Gaza te kha peklet le offer kha ania amero chu Israel noi bo du shim Hamas te tan chon alung oi thak zo chuang lovani ange nikum mai kumsang ni som ni khan Donald Trump US President chuan peace sign tir le atuma hei po hi Palestina lamin andu le lo ani kha kan riat theu angin April thalai hol vela Muslim hunpui Ramadan vela khan Israel ho chuan West Bank atangin Palestina me te chu an no chuak na samaya mei thatir vela chuan buaina ron in mung chole in mei ni soma Al Aqsa Mosque Muslim ho in khom chu Israel police ten an chila achan po henga hian lungte keng lutin buaina cho tumin ral thuam tene anin khom nia soi ani wang ani heta Muslim an lu chiti an riat hian Hamas ho chuan rocket mangin an ron chuzui tamai ani kha
It's been 5 days since Hamas brazenly fired rockets at Jerusalem and other Israeli cities in a totally unprovoked attack. This past week, millions of Israelis were forced into bomb shelters as missiles rained down on our cities. Several Israelis have been killed, many more have been wounded. You know, and I know, no country would tolerate this. Israel will not tolerate this. Israel has responded forcefully to these attacks, and we will continue to respond forcefully until the security of our people is reinstated and restored. We've eliminated dozens of Hamas terrorists and taken out hundreds of terrorist sites, including missile launchers and buildings that Hamas used to plan and perpetrate these attacks. 2 nights ago, Israel also seriously degraded the terror infrastructure of Hamas. We knocked out part of the vast subterranean tunnel network that Hamas uses to attack Israel. I want to remind the world that in firing on our cities, Hamas is committing a double war crime. They're targeting our civilians and hiding behind Palestinian civilians, effectively using them as human shields. As always, Israel is doing everything possible to protect our civilians and keep Palestinian civilians out of harm's way. We demonstrated this yet again today when we warned civilians to vacate the building used by the Hamas terror intelligence. They vacated the premises before the target was destroyed, and that's why you don't hear of casualties from these collapsing terror towers, because we take special care to avoid these civilian casualties, exactly the opposite of Hamas. Defeating Hamas does not only serve Israel's interest, it serves the interests of all those who seek peace, stability, security in the Middle East.